Okay, hello and welcome back. Okay, so today it is Dec English number 3. Very nice, very nice. So I hope everyone is doing all right today. Let me just check. Okay, yeah. So actually, I had a little issue with my earphones. And I guess some of you who have listened to the podcast series English with Dec may have noticed a couple of the episodes, the sound kind of drops in volume. And over the past few weeks, what has happened? Well, I think the earphones I'm using have sort of deteriorated. I mean, honestly, they're only cheap things, but well, you pay for what you get, you know. So it can't be helped at the end of the day, but I do need to invest in a better pair, so I will do that tomorrow, first thing when I get my ass into gear. So yeah, that is why just then I did the whole thing just to check the audio was coming through on the little audio reader at the bottom here. Yeah, so I guess hello and welcome back. Now, just if you're new here, well, I'm Dec from Dec English, and I teach English online. I also do host a podcast, which I'm sure you know about if you are here. And that podcast is English with Dec. At the moment, just the one, but there are more in the pipeline. And English with Dec podcast is on various platforms, of course. YouTube as is included, but not limited to Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, and a load of the other ones. Excuse me. Frog in my throat, just a cup of tea. Yeah, so yeah, that is me. Now, today we are going to be talking about how native speakers really speak. How people really speak as a native speaker. Because honestly, I'm sure you know, it's very different to a textbook. But before we do crack on with that amazing topic, I want to teach you guys something which is inherently British, in my opinion. Okay, now, what would you call this thing here? This thing. Okay, well, there's many names, I guess. The standard one would be cookie. A cookie. Okay, so this one is a chocolate chip cookie. They can also go by the name of biscuit, as well. However, I would usually stick to cookie these days just for ease of explanation. Okay, so the reason I wanted to show you this is because I'm going to show you something which I think a lot of people do enjoy, but some people might be like, "What? Why are you doing that?" But it's very common. Okay, so if I open this, wow, this is there you go. Okay, okay. So as you can see, it's a pretty big cookie. Okay, it's good size. Good size. Okay, so what I'm going to show you, there you go. Just took a piece of it, broke a piece of it off, and now, as I said, I have a cup of tea here. There is liquid in there. There you go. Okay, sorry, it is half drunk. I apologize. Now, this does work better when the tea is fresh. Just so it melts the chocolate a little bit. There we go. But anyway, let's go for it. So I'm going to dunk the cookie into the tea. Now there is an art here. It's not a simple dunk. No, 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 no. You need to maintain the cookie in the tea for a certain amount of time. Too long and the cookie will crumble. or just disintegrate depending on how hot the tea is. And not enough time, and the liquid has not soaked into the tea. So there is a fine art to this. Okay, so as I say, dunk, 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 dunk. It's in the liquid, making sure the chocolate is going in. There we go, and very good, very good. Okay, that was perfect. And that is called dunking. Dunking. Okay. Let me write that down. Dunk. Or otherwise known as dunking. Okay. The cookie. Okay. So dunk is the main word here. Dunk. Well, you dunk something. You dunk a basketball in the hoop. You know, like when the guy's like, duh, 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 and he jumps, like that into the hoop, in the hoop, and that's dunking the basketball. I dunked the cookie into the tea. There, I dunked the cookie into the tea, and I dipped it in the tea. But and also, I guess if you're unfortunate, maybe your head would end up getting dunked into the toilet. If you're very unfortunate, that's obviously an extreme case, but you know it's not unheard of. So yes, if you haven't figured out already, dunking is the act of something going through something else. In the case of basketball, that you dunk the ball through the hoop. In the case of the cookie, you dunk it into the water. So you submerge the cookie into the water. That was a very good cookie. I might have another one. Another piece, should I say. And the other one with the head in the toilet. Well, yes, the head into the toilet. Very unfortunate, and I hope no one has to experience that. If you do, feel free to reach out, and I will happily lend an ear. Okay, so yes, that was a classic piece of Britishness right there, dunking the cookie. Okay, now as I said today, excuse me, I want to talk about how native speakers really sound in English. You know, it is different to textbook English. It is faster. It is more condensed. So, you know, if you're watching on replay, by the way, please let me know in the comments just to give me an idea of people who are engaging in this content after live recording. Okay, so let's get cracking. Now, first one, point number 1. Okay. Shortened phrases, shortened sentences. Okay, shortened sentences, it happens all the time. You will find this so often. This does vary by location, by region, but you know, for example, do you want to go? Do you want to go? Do you want to go? Wanna go? Hey, wanna go? Do you want to go to the shopping centre? Wanna go shopping centre? Wanna go to the shopping centre? Wanna go to the shopping centre? Oh, that was a good one. You know, so it's a lot faster. It's a lot more rolling off the tongue. Okay, so we've got, do you want to go? Wanna go. Number 1. Number 2, I'm going to the bar later. I'm going to the pub later. I'm gonna go to the pub later. I'm going to the pub later. Hey, Dec, I'm going to the pub later. Oh, I'm gonna go to the pub later. I'm gonna go, going to go to the pub later. You know, it's pretty easy, but it's just condensed. It's just shortened. Okay. And another one. Oh, let me try a bit of that cookie. It looks delicious. It looks delicious. Hey, let me try a bit of that cookie. It looks delicious. Let me try a bit of that cookie. It looks delicious. Okay, so let's go through those again. We've got do you want to go? Wanna go? I'm going to. I'm gonna. Let me. So let's think about why they are used. Well, it's faster. It's more natural sounding, feeling. And, we don't always say, let me blah, blah, blah. I'm going to blah, blah, blah. It's annoying. It's long. It takes time. It takes effort. So let me put those three in a sentence. And this is off the top of my head. Hey, Dec, let me borrow your phone real quick. I'm going to go to the pub later. You want to go with me? Hey, Dec, let me borrow your phone really quickly. I'm going to the pub later. Do you want to go with me? Okay. What do you think of that? Nice. Okay. So that's pretty good. Now, number two, just really quickly, I wanted to talk about is linking sounds in English. What are linking sounds? Well, really simply, they are words which are connected together. Very similar, very similar. So, for example, what are you doing? What you doing? What are you doing? What you doing? Now, this one I thought of earlier, and it's pretty good, but it's a little tricky to visualize. So here we go. Did you eat? Did you eat? Did you hear that? Did you eat? Did you eat? Did you eat? Okay, and one more. Well, again, going to. Gonna. Going to. Gonna. Okay. So let's put those into a sentence again. Okay, off the top of my head again, on a phone call. Ring, 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 ring. Hey, Dec, what you doing? Ah, okay, you're at home. Oh, did you eat yet? No? Oh, nice. I'm gonna go to the pub later. Hey, let me call my cousin and yeah, he might come with us. And then after that, do you want to go to the movies to watch a movie? Yeah. All right. Okay. Okay. See you later. So that was kind of long, but bear with me. Let's do it again in a more longer speech. If I can remember that exactly. It might be slightly different, but there we go. Ring, 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 ring. Oh, hello, Dec. What are you doing? Ah, you're just at home? Okay. Did you eat yet? Ah, nice. Okay. I'm going to get some food later. Yeah, yeah. Let me call my cousin as well and see if he wants to join. Nice. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. Oh, by the way, do you want to go to the cinema later? We're going to watch a movie. Okay, awesome. See you later. Beep. You see, now both are correct. Both are perfectly fine. But one is pretty, relaxed, really. Not really, no. One is more relaxed, more easygoing. And one is very, well, proper, to use a better word. Okay. And, the main point here of today's video is that these words are so useful, but they can throw a learner off just like that. You can be having a really great day. Yeah, I studied this morning. I studied that last night. Let's go. Let's do it. you go out of the door, you hear someone say, "Oh, mate, let me borrow your phone real quick." All right. Oh, come on, mate. It's like, what? Oh my gosh, what did you say? But the more we hear these shortened phrases, these shortened words, the more we practice them, the quicker we become accustomed. And these are, well, very often talked about, but I don't think they're taught enough. And that's one thing I do enjoy chatting about in my lessons, in my podcasts. And it's always great to hear people's personal experiences with those. So that does just bring me perfectly into a little bit of an announcement about myself and my services. Now, as as I mentioned before, as you know, I am sure I am Dec from Dec English, and you can learn in English with me online. I don't do in-person lessons at the moment, but definitely feel free to drop me a message if you would like to learn or just have some English in my classroom, or just have a great conversation, you know. And absolutely, the podcast is available for everyone. And that is the most important message here. I think having the availability to listen to such a varied resource is indispensable. And I really hope you guys can make the most of it. And of course, just to quickly say, sorry, please feel free to leave a review and absolutely head over to the coffee page. And if you have any time, a little message there, or of course, sending a quick coffee over is more than appreciated. And hey, more coffees become more cookies. Okay, well, look, really great to be here today, and I hope that you guys can enjoy what you learned today. Okay, see you in the next one. Bye.